here is a mix I do 2 to 4 times a month. Right now they're done with breeding. They're very early stages of pregnancy for some of them, so I'm only doing it about twice a month. So the first thing I do is I put a little chaff hay or alpha hay down at the bottom. This is a fermented alfalfa. This is chaff hay. They use molasses. Alpha hay uses, I believe, apple cider vinegar. So put down a little layer of that. And that's mostly just to catch the powders and the liquids. Otherwise they just become a gooey mess at the bottom of the trough and the goats can't get as much as they should. So this is Hoger's Herbal Wormer. The dosage is a teaspoon per 100 pounds. My goats are 100 pounds or less, so I just grab a little bundle to sprinkle on each of these troughs. It's an herb, so I don't worry too much about exact dosing. And next is also from Hoger's. It's the Herbal Toner. And this is also about a teaspoon per 100 pounds. This is like a darker green, just a different mix of herbs. This is really cool. This is a liquid and ingredient mix like brewer's yeast and cereal grains that's fermented and dried in a way that maintains all of the good qualities of that brewer's yeast. And it's really good for helping absorption of vitamins and minerals and aid digestion. I give them this plain very often too, and then when they're in milk I sprinkle it on their feed to make sure they're getting the maximum amount out of their feed while they're milking. This is Higher Ground Herbals Worm Away. This is a wormer that I use. I only use this about once every quarter, so about 4 times a year. It's very wonderful. It is my main wormer if they do get parasite load that's too high for them. I'll give them this straight. But today it's time to put a little bit on this mix. And I just pour a thin line down the whole trough. And then the next one is this garlic barrier. This is a liquid garlic, 99% garlic juice. And there's a good research study that I'll have linked here that you can look at about how effective this was with parasites for goats and sheep. But it's too hard to pour out of that, so I use an old bottle from my other wormer so I can aim better. When I was first pouring with that, I really overdid it in one of the troughs, and then nobody liked that mix. It was a little too garlicky. And then I put some treats on, because, you know, you gotta love the whole thing to make sure they eat all that good stuff. These are pumpkin seeds. Some people use these for wormers also. I don't use it as a straight dewormer, but I do use it to assist and help, and also because they love them. So then they get all excited about coming over here to eat this. And then the other thing they love, which has nothing to do with deworming, is sunflower seeds. This I actually bought by mistake. It's kind of like a ground sunflower seed, but they like this too. I'll go back to regular sunflower seeds when I run out of this. And then I top it off with another layer of the chaff hay. And then we let the goats in. When we let the goats in, we watch and see what they are interested in going for first, and which goats are most interested in either the herbal mix or the mineral mix over here. Okay, so I also put out at the same time the 15 mineral kit from ABC, Advanced Biological Concepts. And so each of these piles is a different mix of minerals. And that way the goats can self-select what they're interested in and ignore what they are not interested in. So by watching the goats, I can see if any of them are really interested in one of these minerals. They're probably low in that mineral, and I can individually supplement them in the time between now and when I put these minerals out again. I'm also doing these about twice a month right now. When I first bought the kit, I was doing it about every day for 3 days in a row, and then waiting a week and starting that cycle again, because they were really eating them. Now they're not touching most of them, and they're only eating a little of each kind the last few times I've done it. This is the first time I'm offering the minerals since they became pregnant. So that's going to be interesting to see if their demand for the minerals has changed in between being bred and not bred. Always put them out with plain salt. And then over here I put the Hoger's Wormer. Individual. It's mixed in the mix that they'll have available today when we let them in here. But by putting it out by itself, if any of the goats are very interested in this wormer, I'll probably pull a fecal and check real good and make sure they're not developing a parasite load. Right now, nobody has any loads of parasites, so hopefully they will ignore this pile completely.